Good morning, everyone. Welcome to China and welcome to Shanghai. I will make my speech in Chinese. Yeah.
，Good morning. I'm very glad to be here and meet all of you. And also, many thanks to Linux. Huawei is one of the earliest companies participating in the open source. And open source is already a part of Huawei's strategic development. And today, I'm very glad to take this opportunity to share with you our thinking on the ecosystem, on the open source, and our practices. So for this graph, this is 500 or 600 BC. It is the ancient Babylon Tower. And this is maybe the first time recorded in the human history of the global cooperation. And thousands of years later, the open source is now promoting the larger scale and more innovative and more open global cooperation. So I totally agree with Jim's sharing. The open source belongs to the world, and it should not be impacted by the race, by politics. And today, we hear some other noises in the world, and there are more unexpectancies. So many thanks to Linux Foundation for still keeping the open source spirit. And this is a great sense of responsibility. Thank you, Linux Foundation. And Huawei believes that the essence of open source is to change the world, solve problems, and create values. In actively participating in the open source community development, we are also working very hard for the bringing the open source achievements to our clients and solve issues for them, and to create and produce values of the open source. In this digital industry transformation background, there are more opportunities for the open source, and we are also very glad to be together with the developers and our partners in the industry as well as our clients to actively explore how to release more values of open source in a wider range. And this is the IoT scenario. We know that IoT is very popular, but it at the same time is facing some issues like fragmented resources, like the technology are not balanced, and the end-to-end integration is not easy. In the IoT and open source can help the upstream and downstream to quickly form an ecosystem which is open. Like China Unicom, they work together with the modules and the chips leading company based on the Light OS, which is the Light Asset operation system to be the foundation of the technology and build the standard for the industry, and then accelerate the commercialization of the projects. And now the successful practice is happened in the water treatment, the firefighting, the logistics, and also in the industry zone management. And for the edging business, we also see it is difficult to do the deployment, and the coordination between the edge and the cloud is in lack and is not smooth enough. So based on the cloud native, the edge computing and open source, based on the Kubernetes, KubeEdge, we hope to have the containerized edge computing to be further developed and to have the harmonized standard for the edge computing and solve the issues for the edge and the IoT users. Now, this open source project is also used in the industrial zone, in the coal mine, and in the smart campus. And also, this is for the compiler. In the past 5 years, we spent 5 years for the NOAA compiler development. It can improve the terminal's performance, including the smoothness of the operation fluency, which is a 24% increase, and system response performance with an increase of 44%, and the application operation fluency with an increase of 60%. So how to quickly and more effectively to have the users to enjoy these achievements? We believe that open source is the best choice. And Huawei has confirmed that in August this year, we will have officially open source our compiler. And we also work with the top smartphones and third-party applications developers and listen to them. And we also hope that our partners can come to this platform, and we work together to build our NOAA org on the terminal. The open source is already a driving force for the open innovation, and Huawei is more than happy to work with the open source communities and actively participate together with the developers, the industry partners, and our clients to raise the issues and bring the issues raised by the industry and the clients, and work together with our developers. We hope to be courageous enough for the innovation and together with our developers to build a fair, a open, and healthy, and all-win globalized ecosystem. Thank you very much.